Hi there. Today we're going to be setting up Clyde for Visual Studio Code. This is an AI integration with your coding editor software. So first thing we want to do is go to an internet browser. You can use Google Chrome, but Edge works as well. And we're going to search for Visual Studio Code. We want to select download. Since I'm running Windows, you select the Windows download. You can also select Mac if you're a Mac user. It's going to download the program. We're going to open the download. We're just going to go next, next, next. And what we want to do is we want to make sure we add yes to all of these options. Most important one is the add to path, but that's there by default. And we're going to install the program. Visual Studio Code installed. We're going to go on the left and look at extensions. And we're going to type in Cline. And the first option, Cline Preview Claude Dev, which has 4.5 stars and that amount, it's the top option. We're going to click install. So now it's installed here and we can see the options. So we want to click this little manage gear and we're going to apply it to extension to all profiles. Then we can close that down, and then now on the left hand side you'll see you have this Cline button. Let's select that. And it wants us to go through the setup process. So we want to use Anthropic's Sonnet 3.5 AI API with this tool. To do that, we're going to go up and click this settings button. And you can see I've already set it here to have Anthropic with here. But here in your API provider, you can select anything you want. If you have OpenAI, you can use your API for OpenAI for if you want to use ChatGPT 4.0 or just ChatGPT 4. As you can see, you have the different models here. They even have O1 Mini or even the latest O1 Preview. So here all you need to do is enter your OpenAI API key and enter it here. If you don't know how to do the Anthropic or how to get the key, I'll walk you through that now. What we do is we go to a web browser, type in Anthropic, select Anthropic, and what we want to do is we want to go to API build with Claude, click learn more, start building. You'll have to create a login if you don't have one already. I already have a login. So what I want to do is select get API keys. Or otherwise I can go over here and go to API keys. Of course, you will have to set up billing first to pay for your API key queries. It's not free. So we get API keys. What we do is we create a key here and we just give it a name. Example. Click add. And here's an API key. This will be deleted after this video, but you get the idea. Copy the key, hit close. Then we go back to Visual Studio Code, enter the API key, and select done. Next, we're going to go to a few more options. So there's some custom instructions here that I have set that I want to provide some value on. So there is a memory issue with Cline. After a while it starts forgetting things. So there's a special custom instruction that you need to set here to help it improve its performance and memory. In the video description, you should see a link to this page. This is the Cline Memory Bank with custom instructions. The purpose and functionality is to transform or improve the self-documenting behavior of Cline so that it maintains context throughout your sessions. It's kind of a memory bank feature. So the instructions are kind of here. It's the same as I showed before. It's in the custom instructions. I'll put the custom instructions inside of the video description. But once you're here, you paste it all here, and then anytime you want to basically save the project in the memory update, you will run the command update memory bank, and then it'll document everything about the current state of the project so that the next time you go to run the project, it doesn't lose its context completely. This will save you a lot of headache later on. So, how can we use the tool? What we want to do is we want to go into and open a folder. I'm going to create a new folder here. Right click folder, call it app 25 just because I make so many apps, and select the folder. Now all we have to do is click on the Cline button and we can start working with the tool here. Okay. Then in our Cline, where it says auto approve here, we click beside it where the read, edit, browse, and select what options we want. Do we want it to be able to do read and edit directories? I want it to, yes. Save commands, up to you. Use the browser, sure. These two I'll leave unchecked, and that's that. We do not auto approve because you don't want to do that. You want to review all of the changes it makes, and only once you're comfortable with them do you approve it. Because it doesn't, unless you approve it, it doesn't write it to the file. So we're going to do a basic setup today. Let's just do a simple, let's set up a foundation for a new app. The app will be a search engine similar to Google. Okay, so it's going to use the customized memory bank to set up its memory bank requirements. So it's going to give us the context, purpose, the problems it has to solve, and the intended functionality. The reason it does this is so that the next time you log into Cline, it's going to have context. Now here, I'm not auto-approving. It's waiting for the next one. I'm okay with that change. I'm going to hit save, and now it's going to move to the next file. So it's working on this next file. It created this. Do I want to allow it? Yes, I'm okay with this. This is good. Or if I don't like it, I can reject it. But I'm good with it. So now it's created two files here, and now it's working on a third file. And you can see each request adds up financially. 7 cents so far for that many tokens. Okay, we're going to save this one again. Again, I could just do auto approve, but again, that's risky as it could break something you don't want it to. But it is much faster if you just want to run and gun and YOLO it. So now it's creating a fourth file. Again, it's auto-approved, so it's doing whatever it wants without me kind of having any oversight. This is very dangerous later on in the project, but in the beginning when it's just setting up the initial stuff, it shouldn't be a problem. So now you can see it's creating an index.html file. Meanwhile, if I go back to save my folder and go to, what was it, the test app that we're working on, you can see it's working on all the files and folders that it's creating are now in my directory. So it's got the style CSS, it's got the index. Let's open it up. Look, it's got a search engine and search web and everything, just like Google. But nothing works. But that's not the point. The point is, that's what I asked for, and it's delivered. So now back in the code, it's still working. It's still going. So as you imagine, with auto-approve early on, you can get a lot of work done fast, but the goal isn't to be fast, it's to be accurate. And now it's even going to show me what it looks like on the web with the screenshot. So I'm going to uncheck that as I don't want to do that anymore. And this is how you use Cline or get it set up. So it even show me what it looks like. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time for my next video. Bye.